Hello, welcome to Hidden Collections. Yes, that stack in front of you is PSA return number 2 for the channel. This is the return of my old cards that I got when I was a kid. Um, really going into this not with super high expectations of 10s. There's some cards I think that can get 9s and 10s. There's others that are going to get I think there's going to probably be a lot of 8s, 7s, maybe some 6s. So like 8, 7, 6, I think. None of them are bent or anything like that. I know they have plenty. They have scratches on the hollow and they have nicks in the corners because I used these cards. These were cards that I used when I was a kid in my decks, or just had them and played around with them. So they, sleeves. These fancy things. These things weren't relatively available back then. Well, they were, or I just didn't care because I'd rather buy more Pokemon cards than buy sleeves, and whoever knew this was going to explode and take off like that. So, without further ado, let's hop into it with our first card. Right here, we got a Shadowless Pidgeotto. So, let's see what we get. A 9. Wow. That's really good. I mean, think where it is, it's just down, normal. Some of these might have just been sitting in a binder, but it has little nicks. There's a couple white ones there, and there's some down there. That's surprising. But a 9, that is beyond expectations for this video, honestly, to get a 9 out of some of these cards. We have another Shadowless Pidgeotto. 6. See, this is one where it's going to be more, yeah. This is what I was talking about. So this one is definitely played a lot more because there's a lot more whitening around it. Everything. So it's to be expected for some of my English cards. Japanese ones went from pack to binder because I never used them, most of them. A 5. So this one's probably because, yeah, it's a little rough around the edges. Everything. And so, I think there's something. I think it's some staining or something right there. So, it was just some of my old cards that I had. Let's see. Vileplume. Jungle. Japanese. Mint 9. How about that? This was pulled like nearly, what is it? Probably 20 years ago. I probably pulled this in like 2000 or something, and it's still a mint 9. It sat in a binder. It didn't sit. It sat in those like the clear plastic Ultra Pro ones or whatever, but it still got a 9 because it didn't get used. So I expect that there's some. We got the Jolteon from Jungle, another 9. So I think it's just probably because they were sitting in there without being sleeved, so there might be some surface scratches on it. But man, and this one, or even on the hollow, I think there's some maybe, but there's a big swirl on this one. So 9. So these 9s are just, kind of there, and it's just like, whoa. So then we just got a regular non-hollow Pidgeot from Jungle, mint 9, another one. So surprisingly getting 9s right now. No 8s, no 7s, like I said in the beginning. So then we got a Vileplume non-holographic. 6, yeah, because this one was probably in a deck, and there's plenty of whitening down the side. So it's good. Still, like I said, I think before in the last video, I might have jumped the gun or So we got a no symbol Clefable. I know this one has scratches on the hollow, so I'm gonna say a 7. Oh, an 8. That's even better than I thought. So it's not first edition. It's missing the jungle symbol. Like how this Vileplume has that little foot there. This Clefable doesn't. So this one was in the binder. It does have scratches on the hollow foil and a few nicks through the back of it. But still an 8. It's higher, this one Some of these cards are getting what I thought they would get, and some of them are getting lower. We got a Lapras, Japanese, another 9. So getting a lot of 9s. I figured the Japanese cards, because they sat there in a binder, they would probably grade pretty well. We got the Dark Wheezing, another 9. So yeah, the Japanese cards, I think the biggest thing is that it's hard to see. I'm trying to see myself, is that there would be just some scratches because the cards were in there together, so they were rubbing on each other. So if that's what's doing it, is they're seeing that little bit of surface scratches. No, we got a regular Dark Wheezing, non-hollow, yeah. Another 9, a mint 9, just because, yeah. I mean, if it was a hollow, it would have been probably a lower grade scratched out. Then we got the Dark Vileplume. I think I sent off a lot of non. Yeah, the first 7. So I know this one was in a deck for it. You can, yeah, this side's are scratched. So the Dark Arbok, still with the same air. Even the non-hollows have it. I think the only one that fixed is the one that has the Wizard of the Coast stamp. I know that one doesn't have. Let's see what it is. Another 7. So that one was probably in the deck as well. We got another one. Oop, we got an 8. So this one's a little bit better than the other one. So we got our second 8. The 9 pile is like, it's growing and it's more than I expected. So we got the Dark Slowbro. Another 8. So these are the grades expecting. So if somehow a 10 comes out of one of these, I think there's a card that might get it. Whew. Whew. If I'm going to get a 10, it'd be really nice. 8. So there might be some scratches on it somewhere. Like I said, maybe on the card. But Blins Charizard. Hello, so we'll put that with the 8s. 8s are catching up. With that. So then we got a Sabrina's Venomoth. Non-hollow. 10. Wow. First Gem Mint 10 is the jungle. Not a jungle, but was it Gym? Who should say it? Gym 2. Gym Challenge. There it is, if I actually read it. So non-holographic is a 10. Makes it a lot easier to get graded. We'll put our 10 up there. I know I want holographic cards to get. Oh, we got a first edition Rocket Snorlax. 8. All right, not too bad. Like I said, this one's probably, yeah, it's just the whitening on the edges. So there's a certain card I'm looking for that I'm trying to save for last because it's a little bit special. So we got a Giovanni's Pinsir non-hollow. Another 10. Another Gem Mint 10. I don't know how that's possible, but they are. So we got 2 10s out of this. I know it is first edition and it's non-holographic. I'll go through and check on the sheet here to see about those 10s, how many there are in the pop and everything. First edition Giovanni's Gyarados. I already know that there's scratches on the hollow foil and there's probably some nicks. Got an 8 and it's got that nice big swirl. I mean, it's eye appealing. The front, it's going to be the back that's got the white marks down the side and everything. But looking at the card like this, it had great centering. All this, there's some scratches on the hollow, but another 8. Take that. You know, the 8s and 9s all day long. Let's see. Sabrina's Alakazam. I used to use this card. It's the non-first edition. I think this was the best one out of all of them. So, a 7. Because I did use this. I played with this one. I know that. The Sabrina's Alakazam deck. I use that one quite a bit. So this is the card. So I'm going to wait for this one because the talk about that one. Let's skip it. Go on. So I sent an Arc-9 promo. The Black Star. Mint 9. Surprise, surprise. So, real cool. Another 9 to go into the 9 pile. We got Japanese Misty's, or not Misty's. Why do I, because Misty had Starmie. So we got a Starmie. Was it Neil Rev? I hate because I don't know the Neil set. Gem Mint 10. Whew. Holographic. So this one did survive in a binder as a Gem Mint 10. So this is getting 10s is beyond expected on these ones. I think this one should be, yeah, the Raikou. So can only hope for the best. No, it's Destiny. So yeah, it's Revelations. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the Neo sets. So Raikou, and it's a 9. I think I saw some scratches on it or something. It's a little bit off center too. I opened this up, and I guess this wasn't at the time. The guy was like, it was either Entei or Suicune was the best one to pull, and I pulled this one. He's like, oh, that's the third best one, but I'm still getting it as a 9. It's awesome. So I'm going to go back to this Ampharos. So about this Ampharos, even though it's got that nice swirl next to its head, this is probably one of the last packs of Pokemon cards when I was a kid before I stopped playing that I opened this up. This first edition Neo Genesis Ampharos. I'm really hoping for a 9 out of it. I think there's like a couple scratches on it. It was in the binder with all these other cards. So that's why this one I saved for last. 9. That's what I expected. It's great. Because I don't have any white marks. I mean, it's a little off center. If that's what they got it on. It is off center a little bit. But other than that, this card, it sat in a binder. This is one of the last cards I ever, like, packs, when they're $3 each. They're way more now when I was a kid that I opened. So that's why I kind of saved this one for last. But gonna check something quickly for everyone. Let's see. Let's go to the Giovanni's Pincer. Excuse me. Have to wait for PSA to load all the information in. So Gem Mint 10. There's 46. So there's 46 of those out there. Let's do our other. So 46 of these guys, first edition. So let's go to our other 10, which is right here. Sabrina's Venomoth from Gym Challenge. There's only 2 in the world. Only 2. And I got one of them. I know it's not a holographic card, but I'm one of 2 people. So this is one of 2. So that means this card's pretty rare now. So that's awesome. Because it's a non-holographic rare. Make sure I didn't send anything. It's got the star. If I get it all blurry, it's got a star. So that's really cool. I like to see the pop. And let's go with Starmie. $10.61. So these two have a lot more. This one only is 2. It's super exciting. I want to check. I know it's not as fun. To be checking during it, so it's kind of like a recap. This is the Ampharos. I'm sure there's 286, and there's 156 higher. So there's 156 10s. See because a lot of the Raikou, there's 79, and then there's 148 10s of this card. So there's a lot less of these, almost half. I think the last one I'll check is my Shadowless Pidgeot. I mean, because I'm not sure. So there's 76 9s and then 78 10s. So, but other than that, I mean, totally blown away. I want to put this guy up here because just because. So really surprised, really expected to get a lot more 6s and 7s than 8s and 9s that I got. I think a lot of the Japanese cards filled in that 9 slot fairly well. So, and then a lot of the other English cards that I used filled the other slots. So this is, I'm really looking forward to do more PSA videos. It's just going to be a while before it happens. I sent them off last month. I'm sending off a few batches. They're not going to get back. I think it's a 100-day wait, probably just before they even start. So about 3 months, and then it'll probably take them about another 3 months plus, and because everyone's filling them now with a, there's a special going on. But I'd like to say thanks everyone for watching this one. I know I blabbed at the end, but to kind of go over some things, man, I know pushing him all the way over there, a little less glare. Sorry about the glare. It's the light, how it's set up. Usually I don't have things coming that way. So I thank everyone for watching. I hope everyone, hits a thumbs up for more PSA videos. I'll try to get them. I'm sending more as much as I can, and that's feasible and, financially good to do. Like, because I don't want to just throw out a whole bunch and then be like, oh, so to keep the channel growing, to keep more content. So thanks everyone that has subscribed. Hit that bell for even just more videos. And I have PSA openings and other things going on the channel. Trying to bring some more stuff. Hopefully, there might have been some changes by then. But if not, till next time, have a great day. See you later.